All right, we recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, this morning in the shower, I was practicing my opening monologue. Do you want to hear it?
Uh,
This
Go
isn't
away.
the intro. I mean, here's the intro. Tighty Whities, guys, episode 3. Someone's missing. Take a guess.
You know, last week we teased it a little bit. He even teased that he may not be here, but we didn't, you know, us East Coasters didn't take it that seriously, but
I don't think he took it very seriously
no.
either. In hindsight, he's like, man, we should have evacuated.
What did we say? I mean, I think I said, I was like, well, Rabbit, I would like to talk to you again, a serious matter to know if we're still going to have a third co-host. Look at us now, bitch. Look at us now.
Yeah, we're back down a peg. All right, I'm gonna do my opening monologue for Crazy Rabbit,
go.
a tribute to Crazy Rabbit.
Okay.
It'll be short.
Okay.
Crazy Rabbit was a delightful young man, and he thought he could survive the storm, but it turns out he couldn't. And for that, he is dead. Rest in peace.
Now, Rabbit liked to joke last time about Rabbit joked last week about having, him dying or whatever, but the lives were taken in that hurricane.
Yeah, there's no laughing matter.
Rabbit saw he did save, I'm not sure to the extent, a house with two old ladies go on fire. And what the fuck, man?
So he is from Cape Coral, I believe, or that area. And I'm actually looking at some stats right now. So it says Cape Coral saw winds at 140 miles per hour.
Yeah.
That is fucking absurd. Obviously, there was a lot of flooding, a lot of destruction.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see.
Well, he showed us that live stream. Remember, of like the pier. It was like
my God.
It was near where you said Cape Coral, whatever. But I think it was. It was some other part of Florida that it was exactly like he said. It was like a couple of miles away from his house. And if you look at the live stream, like from the beginning of the storm, it was a pier, it was a beach. Now the pier's gone. Oh, the pier is like washed away. It is scary. So we did want to open up with, just because you see he's not here. He was going to jail. Rabbit was going to jail because he had his power back a little bit. They got service back, like here and there. It's like spotty right now.
Yeah.
And I think I got the hurricane wrong from the last time we recorded of how like he said, have you ever dealt with something like this or whatever? And I said Hurricane Irene, I think I said, but it was Hurricane Sandy, if you don't remember.
Yes, I remember that vividly, man. That was
Hurricane Sandy was 2012, I want to say. 2012, because I was in 7th grade or 6th grade. I was in 7th grade. And I remember in 7th grade, it was the week of Halloween. Because everybody was like, oh, is trick-or-treating going to get canceled? And that was the last year. Me and Vinny Boombats went trick-or-treating. It was the last year we were like kids. And we wanted to go trick-or-treating. And we didn't want to go. So I remember what I did one year. I got like a mask from Rite Aid, buckled up my jacket, said, fuck it, I got candy. Fuck it. And I went out with one mask. Vinny went as a Scream costume. And then we were walking around. Brooklyn's just destroyed. Leaves everywhere. Branches all over the place. Like, neighborhoods are flooded. And us little delinquents. Trick or treat. Candy.
Yeah.
People have water and food. But we're ringing their bells. Candy. But, so Hurricane Sandy was the only thing that I got to understand that, but that wasn't the extreme that Rabbit experienced. I mean.
My God. Yeah, we get like the tail ass end of some of these storms, dude. Like in the Northeast, we get like none of it. And then the people down there, they talk shit all year long. All I hear is, "Oh, we have the warm weather." Well, guess what? Now I'm not going to make the joke. That's not
No.
true.
I said it to Rabbit last week if you didn't hear me. Hey, it goes to show how people, he listened to me. I said, Rabbit, when you're fucking with us saying, look at you guys with it's snowing. Oh, look at the snowstorm. We're here in my pool chilling out. And I said, but we're not making fun of you guys when you're boarding up your windows every August looking for shelter.
Look at you now, bitch. Look where it got you, Justin. He's alive, by the way, guys. I just wanted to like actually clarify that. I don't think we actually clarified that.
Yeah, and also we want to also clarify that I'm not sure if it's still in use or not. Correct me if I'm not, but there will be a GoFundMe in the top of the description for Florida, for Rabbits Made GoFundMe. For he's been helping out animal shelters, he's been helping out food shelters for his community. So Rabbit, we love you. Thank you so much for doing that. And we just want to say to everybody out there, Hurricane Ian was a motherfucker, and we hope everybody's okay. We hope everybody's doing good. One thing I saw in the comments the past episode, Tim, was that a lot of people are watching our podcast to get away from their crazy life and their good times. And I want to say thank you guys for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love seeing that, man. Anyone who's watching this right now that might be going through a tough time, I mean, everyone's got something. Love hearing that kind of thing. It motivates us even more. So thank you so much for reaching out. Glad you guys are enjoying it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how it works, how you guys are trying to escape your crazy lives by coming here and experiencing our fucked up minds. But I'm flattered. I'm flattered nonetheless. That's awesome.
Listen, I usually tend to make people scared, not entertained. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I'd rather get entertained than scared.
We'll take our victories.
Speaking of someone that scares people.
Oh, God. I know. I think I know where you're going with this. Are you going down the Dahmer road right now?
I was gonna call you Rabbit. Tim, you're right. You say I miss Rabbit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I miss
okay.
Rabbit.
No, I'm not. Rabbit. No, my feelings aren't hurt.
I miss Rabbit. I miss him. There's too much hair in this episode. There's too much hair in this episode.
Yeah. We need a little more shininess.
Can you bring one of your kids in to have a bald head so we can have a bald head? Him just waddling in.
You are wanted. But yeah, I've been watching that. I finished it. What about you? Did you finish it?
I finished it also. I don't think it's a good thing that I finished it because I'm having nightmares now. I'm having fucking nightmares. So okay, so we grew up knowing the name Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay,
right.
We know like the fucking rap song. What was the fucking Juicy J? He eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only Jeffrey Dahmer. That's how I know of Jeffrey Dahmer.
It's just one of those names that just gets thrown out there. You don't really know
Michael
who it is.
Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jeffrey Dahmer. They even made that joke in the series how he's one of the he's like a Halloween character now. Yeah. It's crazy. Mental illness. That's what I got from the fucking show.
Yeah.
Mental illness. Mental illness that we see become the norm of social media was around as far as we can imagine. But what I'm saying now is social media is just making all the other crazies have a voice now. This is, if Jeffrey Dahmer was around during fucking social media, during Twitter, during Instagram, I guarantee you he would be resembled as one of a crazy, even though, let's say a murder wasn't shown on the YouTube, all the other crazy shit he was doing, he's a crazy Nelk boy. He's a crazy vlogger. That's what he would be fucking categorrized now in this crazy
Logan
fucking
Paul.
world. In this fucked up world, I guarantee you, Jeffrey Dahmer would be categorized as Twitch sub member, gold, fuck whatever you want to call it. It's just sickening how he was using humans and power tools to create zombies. How our world goes full circle, Tim. Yeah. How he was trying to create zombies.
Not good.
What was the scariest part of the series for you? Like the weirdest part, like something of course you did because I didn't know most of the stuff he did. Right. I didn't know about, because I understood he drugged people, he brought them back to the house and he tried to, whatever, and kill them, have sex with them, whatever. He was just a deviant. I didn't understand the extremities of the barrels of acid, the taking the pictures, the drilling in the brain and pouring acid in the brain so they can become like a zombie. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He just wanted complete domination over everybody. So I guess the scariest moment to me, even though it wasn't like the goriest, was early on, his second murder. Not his first one a decade earlier or whatever, but his second one that like reignited him. He murdered someone without even being aware of it. You remember that scene where he, when
he woke up,
he blacks out and he fucking beats this guy's chest in and he doesn't remember it. Like, no recollection of this. That's something you should remember, first of all. And the fact that he doesn't remember it and the fact that kind of like springboarded him into the horrible shit he kept doing, I think that was probably just like the biggest WTF moment for me. Because I knew everything that he did. I watched a previous movie about it, My Friend Dahmer. Ross Lynch from what was that show?
Oh my god,
Austin and Ally.
Dude, after I saw that documentary, that got recommended to me, and I was like, is that the fucking guy from Disney?
Yeah,
playing Jeffrey Dahmer?
Weird casting choice, but yeah. So I saw that, and so I kind of knew what Dahmer was about, but it was certainly shocking. And shout out to Evan Peters, the actor, fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god,
deserves an Oscar.
How about the guy that played the fucking retarded stupid father? How about who played Dahmer's father in the series? He was also the father in Step Brothers.
Oh boy.
But remember like a fucking what was the kid's name in Step Brothers? What was
I never
one of
even
the
saw
Dale,
that movie.
Dale, stop using power tools. And they put Jeffrey Dahmer's face. Stop using power tools, Dale. And it's just Jeffrey Dahmer. Fucking Dahmer's father in the series. He was amazing. The actor. He was amazing.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of not, verbatim, but that sort of Midwestern dad, the kind of like standoffish but there for you dad who's not, thoroughly invested in everything you're doing.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of my dad. Same sort of like culture.
What way?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, so my family's from Minnesota, and that's right next to Wisconsin, where Dahmer was, and that whole culture, the whole, like, the way they talk, the way they, the traditional values they have, all that kind of shit reminds me exactly of my dad's side of the family.
Really?
So I felt like, when I heard them talking about, like, oh, are you going to get in the car? Or, like, when they talk like that, I'm like, that sounds like my Auntie Ann speaking to me right now.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit was kind of freaking me out even more.
No, Richard Jenkins, who played the father in Step Brothers and also the father in Dahmer. So no, like, listen, if you have you can't know, like, you can't tell. Like, you can't go outside and say, yeah, Thorin's going to be the fucking serial killer of the family. Yeah, he's going to be the one. Yeah, we have to watch out for him. Yeah, of course, the signs, like the father. So if you guys, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you want to watch the Dahmer series, watch this Dahmer series. You may get, I mean, we've been spoiling it for years, but just watch it, okay? The way the father would have fun with Dahmer with like roadkill and like
taxidermy,
taxidermy, take a part of the intestines and stuff like that. That okay, you can't really like okay, you think you have a hobby, and don't forget back in the day that was the 60s, so you don't know what the fuck is cool and not cool.
Yeah,
so yeah, there's no Reddit to read up. Should I taxidermy with my 4-year-old kid? Like, there's no fucking discussion chat for that. But then you go on to see him jerking off in fucking festivals, jerking off in carnivals. Like, the dude's jerking off in a carnival. There's some things that, then the father snapped out and said, you're going in the fucking army. Like, you're fucking up too many times. You're doing all this crazy shit. Life's not on track. You're going in the army. And he got kicked out of the fucking army. There should have been, like, from day and day. I mean, even though they kind of did draw the line with him, and the grandma was the only one that kind of dealt with him. And imagine that. Imagine having to live with yourself knowing that, let's say your father, right? Let's say you put your son, let's say your sons grow up, right, whatever, and you say, you know what, things aren't working out. You're not having your life on track. You failed out of law school. You're going to live with your grandmother, and you don't know you put your mother in a scenario where she's living with a fucking serial killer. You just put your old mother in a scenario where she's living with a serial killer, and then she has dementia, and she's all fucked up.
God, could you imagine fucking... I can't imagine. I'm trying to, like... the more I think about it, the more I'm just trying to wrap my mind around all of it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal fucking show, though. A+. Absolutely love that shit. And
you're going to tell me, though, that if you go into a basement and you put your finger down on your son's fucking, like his blood taxidermy shit, and you smell it, and you're going to let him keep doing it? You're going to let him keep doing what he's doing?
No.
Like, you're just going to let him keep doing it?
No, I think the dad, I think what he said was he was worried that Jeff didn't have any hobbies. Like, he had no interest.
Yeah, he felt bad.
Up.
Yeah, he felt bad.
So he's like, finally, here's something my son is actually enjoying doing. So I'm going to invest in that. So from that perspective, it makes sense, right? But obviously, you're enabling this abnormal behavior. And then he started, what's the term for someone? There's a term for, I'm not even going to look it up. I don't give a fuck. There's a term for people who are into like blood and organs and like, that kind of stuff. And then so he got into that, and then it became, intertwined with sexual stuff. And then, and he was too impulsive. He couldn't control his own, he wasn't even very, I wouldn't say he had a high level of conscientiousness. Like he wasn't very like, Like he would just beat off. Like he got arrested for public indecency at that fucking place, just beating off in public while he was drunk.
That's something the actor said in the interview I watched of him in Netflix, and he was talking about how when he got introduced to the character in the script, the director, the producer, whatever, maybe his agent told him, read the script. I think Dahmer would be really good for you because Dahmer isn't the serial killer like a John Wayne Gacy they explain in the show, like the clown, where he's intentionally, he has a motive, he's thinking of doing things, he knows what he's doing. Dahmer, in a lot of the interviews, one of the interviews that's most popular ever was the one where he's sitting next to his father when he's in jail for many years then, or months, and he's with his father talking to, like, I think fucking like Inside Today or whatever, and he's just speaking about the shit he's doing, and his father's just there like this.
Yeah, that I don't understand the indifference.
Man.
I don't understand the indifference. Yeah, he's just like,
how can you? But how can you? How can you live yourself though? Like I thought I was like, my father brought me to Met games growing up. What if I decided to fucking run on the field and just decapitate every single Mets player during the World Series? My father didn't expect that. My father's gonna live with the fact that I created a sports serial killer. No, how can you live yourself like that though? With your father like knowing like, wow, the fucking sperm I shot out of my cock was a serial killer.
That reminds me, the biggest the biggest WTF moment in the show actually was when at the very end, the dad decides to come forth and be like, "Hey, Jeff, I think you should know this. I actually had very similar urges to you growing up. I thought about killing a man. I used to tie up little army men and blow them up with firecrackers. And I thought to myself, like, there's your fucking answer, dude."
But it's the action of going forward with it.
Right.
A lot of people, a lot of therapists, and a lot of like psychiatrists say like, you know, when like you have like a kid or like they have like intrigue, like shooting pigeons with airball guns, whatever, like pinball guns, and they're just like fucking, and your parents are like, maybe we should talk to someone about this. Like we don't like what's going on here. And then the doctor, I've seen plenty of stories like the doctor's like, let him grow up. He's going to grow out of it, whatever. I guess Dahmer didn't grow out of it.
He had no friends, too, and he was a raging alcoholic. Those things didn't help, right?
Yeah.
Just left to his own devices, man.
Well, it started...
His parents abandoned him.
Yeah, well, the mother was a whack job.
Oh,
the mother was a whack job.
Drug. She doesn't get enough shit, by the way. She should get way more shit than she gets. Like, it's all about the dad. Now the dad fucked up. She never held him as a baby, they said. Mm-hmm. She had a lot of mental issues, was on a lot of different drugs, and literally flat out abandoned him in that house by himself for an entire month where that first murder happened. Why does the mom not get more shit?
Because I guess back in the 70s, 80s, I guess, I don't know. You would think, because back in the 70s, it's supposed to be, you know, like barefoot mom, like housewife, like you're supposed to be there with the parents, the kids all the time. I mean, that is shocking, yeah, because the father was the only person trying to get his life and his kid's life back on track.
Yeah,
and that's why Richard Jenkins, like, first of all, I love how they opened the show. I love how they started it with, here's the mean potatoes. Here's him getting caught.
Yeah.
Here's him. Here's everything. You know, because we know what happens. We know the fucking story of every down. It's like every single biopic of like Elton John or Queen. Like we know what happens. We know the story of them. We know what's gonna happen. It's like the prequels to me with Star Wars. It's like Clone Wars and stuff like that. We understand what the fuck happens in Star Wars.
Right.
Why am I devoting hours into seeing what these droids do on a planet that I know gets blown up in 2 years?
Just cut cut to the chase. And they did. Yeah.
And they did. And they showed the fucking the guy running out of the apartment, which imagine being one of those guys. I cry. How many times
he lays down, he goes, I'm gonna eat your heart. You sit in that and I'm so shocked that he was able to keep his composure in that moment. He's just sitting there.
I cried at the end, dude.
His way out. Yeah.
I cried at the end. I did not cry. Like I was tearing up. Like there was tears rolling down my pale cheeks because I was, first of all, I had tonsil. I still have fucking tonsillitis. I'm still fucking sick, by the way.
What is wrong with you?
Dude, listen to me. I have a doctor's appointment Monday. This is the most I've talked in the past 2 weeks. No joke. This is the most I've ever talked and exerted my cords in a long time.
That's good.
But yeah, I think it may be something involving like God having it out with me, like the world just having it out with me and wanting me to suffer. Maybe. I think that's what it is.
And Justin,
but
I'm next.
But we'll see. You know, we'll see. You know, because think about it though. Think about it. Justin Rabbit is dealing with floods and hurricanes, and he has a smile on his face. Whoop-de-doo.
Helping his community too.
I'm over here with a little bit of scrapey voice, with a little throat hurt, and I'm acting like the world's out to get me. So that goes to show my point of view.
Did you watch the Gacy tapes?
What was I saying about the fuck? What were they going with?
Dahmer and how.
Well, after that, the John Wayne Gacy part in that show, I looked up. I already knew a lot about John Wayne Gacy also because that was just a crazy, outlandish cat. I knew he was a guy that dressed up as a clown.
He's even worse. He's way worse, in my opinion.
Disgusting. But yeah, because he I feel like
he tortured and we'll bleep this out. He tortured little kids and then he fucking murdered them. And there were 33 confirmed bodies, and that's double Dahmer. Double.
It's insanity. No, it's insanity. It is disgusting. And not only does first of all, the show on Netflix, I think I saw it. It has an LGBTQ tag on it now, so it's technically it's a gay show. It's an LGBTQ show now. So just want to let everybody know that if you're a part of the LGBTQ community and you thinking that it's going to be a show full of parades and balloons and educational
get the fuck out of here
positivity, you're not watching it. So just letting you know, you're going to see people's thumbs get cut off. So have a pride month.
He would eat their penises too. He would cook and eat other guys' penises and like other body parts, of course.
So yeah, the penises, the cock and balls would be in the freezer and shit, right? Would be in the freezer.
Yeah, he scattered limbs and remains around his house. He wanted to build an altar. He said he wanted to build a giant like satanic altar and then scatter all the limbs around it. That's why he was saving them.
Imagine your grandma finding your satanic altar.
Imagine your grandma finding your fucking life-size mannequin underneath your sheets, dude. She should have kicked him out right fucking then and there.
The signs, Tim, the signs.
There were
I
too
just
many
don't
red
know.
flags. Too many red flags for that to be excusable.
Oh god.
But I actually think, and this might sound wrong, I don't know. I think the dad did way better than people give him credit for because
yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I think the mom, like I said, just doesn't get enough shit. Like she was completely uninvolved. It was all about her. She didn't give a fuck about her kids, it felt like.
In a way, it kind of, that his mom, I feel like you can go on a lot about the way the mom acted because, especially in that time, a lot of women, I mean, she was also mentally ill because she was going on about how she saw UFOs and how she was tracking UFOs and how she was, everyone was like wrong about her.
Yeah.
But then, think about it, that time of like 70s, 80s, late 60s, a lot of females wanted their freedom, wanted their independence. They wanted the women's movement, the women's right movement. They wanted to make equal pay. So that in its own end could be its own show about how fucking Dahmer's mom, I guess, fucked him up mentally because her own, yeah, really. Like, I mean, but either way, God bless everyone involved in that Jeffrey Dahmer fucking shit. God bless. It is insanity, actually. Okay, we'll end it on this. How do you feel about the arguments that people are making about these shows shouldn't be made? Because also, this is what I also said in the show. The show tried to make you feel bad for Jeffrey Dahmer in some ways. And a lot of the times when I was watching the show, I swear to God, I said, I'm not feeling bad for this fucking jerk off.
So at what point specifically? Like, name one.
The points when they show you his childhood, and they show you, oh, that's, you know what?
I don't think that's an excuse. I think it's an explanation, right?
Well, an explanation, but a lot of people, I was actually for your opinion on this, a lot of people like how they got mad at Dave Chappelle and his, his LGBTQ comedy material. People getting mad of these serial killer documentaries being made because it's kind of glorifying the Jeffrey Dahmers, and it's glorifying those people. And how they say in the show, there was no memorial for the loved ones and the death of the people. There was no park made for them. There was nothing made. Still to this day, I don't think nothing really for the victims of the Jeffrey Dahmer murders. And I think I can understand, but in a way, I was like, oh, what the fuck? It's a show. They're making a show. Shut the fuck up. But then when I was watching, I was like, I can understand where the victims' families and people that are really affected can say, like, there's going to be people that are going to maybe say, oh, I understand. Oh, I get it a little bit more now. When you're not, you shouldn't have to understand it.
That's not the goal. Yeah, so I think there's room for both. I think that, murderers, criminals in the past should be grandfathered in this way for documentaries and stuff. Like, a lot of them are already have documentaries, movies, etc. So those ones should be grandfathered in. Like, there've already been Dahmer movies and series. So just let this one exist, but for future reference for future people so they don't get inspired and then go out and do some shit like this.
Yeah.
That's when you don't put their name attached to any of the crimes they do. Explain the crimes. Don't publicize them. Don't give them that publicity that they want. Don't glorify it.
Yeah.
And then so that you could do that going forward, but Dahmer's already been done, already been examined. So I think making another series is not like the most harmful thing in the world.
They made the John Wayne Gacy tapes, like they made that documentary. I didn't watch that, so maybe I should watch that. That docu series.
It's like 3 episodes. I just finished that yesterday.
Another crazy person. That we all love him sometimes. We all question him a lot of times. The wonderful Kanye West. So
Oh boy.
he wears a shirt, right, and his new whatever Kanye Yeezy
Whatever fucking
fashion
weird
show.
outfit he's got on today.
They were going on. They were walking around in mud, in mud piles, and that was with Candace Owens, and him and Candace Owens, I believe Candace Owens is like a Republican, whatever. White Lives Matter shirts.
Oh God.
So now here's the thing, and I say this a lot on my own podcast. I would like to make this. I feel like I can speak for all of us in this podcast.
Yeah.
We don't understand. We don't want to move the needle in any way politically. We don't want to convince or opinionate anybody in politics, because guess what? I don't know. Me personally,
We're not very educated on it.
I don't know shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You would hope that the main argument you have is with our Board of Education for teaching us nothing. Okay. I don't know nothing. But when I see this, I just know red flags are popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's going on here?
I think all the slogans are fucking stupid, first of all. But White Lives Matter, why? Why? Literally just why? That's all I have. There's no actual reason or explanation for that.
Anytime I see Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, I just say there's going to be a fight at some point. There's going to be a fight. Look, I was, when the whole Black Lives Matter movement was going on, like in the summer of, like, what was it, 2021? Like the summer, like when COVID really happened, that summer of 2020, I believe. And a lot of things was going on in Washington Square Park, Manhattan, Times Square, and I was around there, and I saw a lot of stuff, and I was usually the one just recording this stuff, seeing, like, the history of what's happening in our world. Because I'm neutral. I don't know. I have no thoughts. I'm a fucking pothead. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. So I make jokes about old ladies' vaginas in my free time. I don't know what to do here, Tim. So when I see these things, it's all for the political movement in terms of White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and there has been plenty of articles and things that came out about the Black Lives Matter movement that have a lot of people scamming it, a lot of people doing the Black Lives Matter movement just for their own personal benefit, like scheming money from different Black Lives Matter accounts. It has been happening. So not to say that every single corner of this movement is right and 100% right. So if he says White Lives Matter, it's 100% wrong. I feel like everything, just picking sides on anything, is fucked up. Why is there sides?
Like extremities.
Why is there sides?
Yeah, you need to have a little nuance in your life, man. You need to be able to think in the gray area of life. There's a lot of gray in life. Not everything's black and white. I don't know why everything gets resorted to black and white. And anyways, on the whole White Lives Matter thing.
Well, so specifically, not in all. Specifically on this Kanye West thing, because I'm not getting into it, but this Kanye West thing, what did, because I saw things that he's trying to showcase that the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't a real thing, that it was a scam.
Yeah, I wonder what the message there is, definitely. I'm starting to think, and we may have to censor this out, I don't know, but he's what a lot of the black community would consider Uncle Tom.
Like a traitor. Like a traitor.
Yeah.
No, there's been, I forgot the rapper who tweeted out, I think it was like Boozy. I think, please don't quote me. Yeah. There was rappers that were coming out yesterday, like Kanye, man, again, when even if some people, even if some parts of the Black Lives Matter movement was doing it for their own personal benefit, and they really weren't helping the black community. The black community was trying to fight for themselves at that time. They were really trying to showcase what they were going through, police brutality and not getting respect from the police in some aspects.
Right.
And you're trying to divert it for a fashion thing or for your own brand.
It's like to stir up shit, right? It's like just to get the
that's
like
what I'm
the
saying.
News roll. Yeah, I don't think it has any actual basis or meaning, to be honest.
Anytime I see things like this, if it's all these wannabe Goomba Italian tough guys in Brooklyn that are going against, because all those motherfuckers that you see going against the Black Lives Matter movement are people, sadly, from my background that are coming from, get the fuck out of here, it's fucking Brooklyn, get the fuck out. And I'm watching, I'm like, you're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing me, and you're embarrassing everyone. Like, who the fuck are you? Like you sit in your fucking beach chair all day, listen to the fucking radio, eating bread. Who the fuck are you?
You know what? Here's something else to consider, Turbo. We, to some degree, have a voice. Like, we have this podcast, we get to talk to each other and speak freely, and people can hear us. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people keep their thoughts and their shit bottled up, right?
And they can't have time to organize them.
They can't they can't journal. They don't have a therapist. They don't have like close people in their lives to fucking talk to.
Hey, listen,
seriously,
I don't think Angelo, who's sitting on his beach chair listening to the Yankees on WFAN all day, is going to a therapist. I don't think that guy's going to a therapist.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people don't have outlets, so they keep their fucking weirdness bottled up, and then it just explodes, like it bursts open and for the public to see. It's bizarre, but.
I tell my family and I tell my friends like this because, like, okay, for example, I never told the story. I was sitting at a Chinese restaurant one day and I was waiting for our order. I was waiting for pickup, and I go and I'm sitting there, and at the time Valorant was coming out, and Valorant was they were like the beta, like the open beta, like just this, like the first access to. Remember, you had to watch like Twitch live streams to get a code for Valorant. So I remember I told them I had a code, or I had more than one code. I was texting my old friends, not friends no more. I was texting them in a friend group. I was like, hey guys, by the way, like Valorant's out right now. Like, if we can play Valorant. I got a text from one of my friends. There's more shit going on in the world right now than Valorant. How about you go outside and do something for a change?
That's some like white knighting high horse shit right there.
Wasn't African American. Wasn't a black fellow, okay? He was one of my fucking white friends. And I'm like,
that's just
what?
It's posturing. It's fucking virtue signaling, dude. It's
like, what difference am I gonna make?
Yeah, what's a little Valorant gonna do?
What black Instagram post? What blank Instagram post? Remember when remember everyone was posting black screens and stuff?
That was, yeah.
Okay, I'll go home. You know what? Fine. The kid's name's not fucking Anthony, but okay, Anthony, I'll go home and I'll post a black post and that'll be a change. Okay? So, like, the point is, it's like a lot of people, for some reason, they just like the fight. They like the confrontation. What does the confrontation do?
Yeah, even if it's not there, they still just, I don't know. It's just people that are like, it's just people that are bored, dude. Like, or people don't have enough important shit going on in their lives. Like, I know that is important, but it doesn't seem exactly like, well, in your situation you're describing, it doesn't seem like it's your like what. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no. In a way, when that whole thing was happening, of course, I was the first one to be like. First of all, for me and my inner circle family, because no one was really paying attention to it. But I was like, isn't it fucking crazy though? Like, you see this guy put a knee on his fucking neck. He's asking for, he can't breathe, and this shit's still going on constantly. This shit's still going on constantly. So of course I'm aware. I'm not dumb. I'm aware. I see what the fuck's going on. But to relap this and to go back to what we were saying here, when things are starting to simmer down, we're starting to calm down from everything happening. And it seems like Kanye, he's just constantly stirring the pot. He's constantly coming back to just mix shit up. Like,
it's a simple answer with Kanye, and I think
it's promotion. I'm sorry. I love Kanye.
Yeah.
I think it's just for clothing and branding.
No publicity is bad publicity, right? I think it's also possible that he is spiraling after the death of his mother. They were very close. I'm pretty sure she raised him as a single mother.
Well, he is also. I don't know what medically he is, but I know he has a medical problem. He has
bipolar or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was taken, but like the whole big thing was him saying he's not on bipolar meds anymore, whatever meds anymore. I don't know, but Candace, like bringing someone like Candace Owens though, who is somewhat, like you said, for the black community, looks at as a traitor and someone who's supposed to be helping the black community, but don't have that black community. I feel like it's just Kanye is just doing what Kanye does. Kanye knows how to promote his fucking music, his art, his whatever, and he's doing it. And sadly, he's doing it in the political race scenario, and
it's working to some extent.
Hey, Tim, God bless. God bless. God bless.
Can't knock a man's hustle.
God bless.
His
God
choice.
bless. How long are we going for, Tim? I'm sweating over here. How long are we going for?
34 minutes. We can go a little bit longer if you want. We
Minutes.
We don't have to make it a full hour. I mean, we don't even have the bald one here.
Does
so we don't have to go all the way into the hour.
Is Rabbit the one that makes it seem like it goes fast? What the fuck?
I don't know. I feel like no. He makes like remarks and stuff. He'll like slide in his little remarks into our conversations. I don't think he takes up too much time when he speaks.
Let's talk shit about Rabbit a little bit while he's on here.
You want to?
Let's try to find the dirtiest like stuff. Like I heard he doesn't clean between his toenails when he showers.
That's disgusting.
Dirtbag.
I heard he likes to wrestle around outside with his dogs naked.
Fuck.
Just gets all dirty.
Jesus.
His wife begs him to take a bath and he just doesn't. He refuses.
Damn.
Oh no, the hurricane washes him off.
I heard he gives himself Viagra throughout the day just to see whenever the pole salutes. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else? I can't talk. You know what else he does with a Viagra? He fucking sits down at his computer, slides a couple of those in, and watches, gay.
Shoves them in the urethra.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hang on. Let me bookmark what I just said. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this system now, guys. Where like at the, I'm gonna write 35-minute mark.
I'm bleeping that out.
I'm simply noting it. You can bleep it out if you want. It's Turbo's editing week. By the way, Rabbit, Dick made me fucking edit for you.
Rabbit, the hurricane made Tim have to edit this past week, so fuck you, Rabbit.
So hard.
Rabbit's getting 2 weeks next time. How about that? Rabbit's getting 2 weeks of editing next time. No, but I don't give a fuck. Tim just put 35 minutes gay. What gay?
Don't worry about it. Let's just let it. Who gives a fuck about
When
censoring?
did we bring? Is shoving Viagra in your urethra gay?
Moving on.
I'll talk about somebody else.
Okay.
That unfortunately got some. I don't know who this person was. So did you know who this person Dream was?
Yeah, Minecraft YouTuber. Didn't fucking turn his face once in his video. It was like a 5-minute video. He's like, all right, guys.
So 1.4 million people watching his live stream to reveal his fucking face, only to get bullied, berated, told to put the mask back on.
Oh, God.
Hashtag put the mask back on.
I got a video for you.
When I tell you the amount of Shane Dawson comparisons I've had on my timeline, the amount of
Lord
that
Farquaad.
elf, Lord Farquaad, whatever the fuck.
Give this a watch when you get it.
This is the world we live in today.
Yeah.
That's funny. I can't watch it now, but that's funny.
Yeah, you check
that's
it out
fucking
afterwards.
funny. I know who that guy is, though. He makes those crazy animation.
Yeah,
What is it? Fucking
the gruesome, gory fucking cartoons.
Meat Canyon. Yeah, Meat Canyon.
Yeah.
I fucking meat. But now, these are the type of guys, Tim, that makes my father come to me and go, "Why can't you do something like that? Why can't that guy's making fucking millions? Because I don't want to fucking
Sell your soul to the devil?
Like people don't get it. Like all my uncles, whatever, 1.4 million. Are you crazy? You have to understand something. I would never be able to fucking sleep with myself if I was a Dream or doing something Dream was doing. I love my friend Jack the Bus, I swear to God, but I can never be an anime fucking ooh-woo, how you doing person in my life. I would never be able to be like that.
The whole point of YouTube is to do what you want, not what's successful, guys.
Well, it is just crazy to see. Listen, this right away, hater. First of all, I'm always miserable. Second of all, when I see someone though, Tim, that got 1.4 million, what is happening? The Super Bowl gets. Oh, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I don't know, Turbo. I wish I
think
fucking
you have
knew.
the same amount of people that left during the halftime on Monday Night Football. I swear. I think he had the same amount of drop-off, like the chunk of drop-off that usually leaves during halftime. That chunk pretty much went to his live stream, if you want to say 1.4 million fucking people.
For a face reveal.
But then I go on, and then it makes it everywhere. It makes all the news. It makes all the fucking like non-gaming,
all over Twitter for an
outlets.
entire week.
Because I'm a big fucking sports gambler. I'm really gonna be a gambling addict. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm watching Barstool, and then Barstool's talking about this guy Dream, and then Dave Portnoy, who's all about I don't give a fuck as long as it has numbers, as long as it has clicks, give it to me, whatever. And they're talking about how like. And what does this guy do? Scam kids on Minecraft? What the fuck? Like, what does he do?
I don't. You know what? I'm gonna actually look up his channel. I've never even seen his channel before. It's like just Dream.
I'm all about. I have to entertain people the way I want to entertain people. Like my comedy, like when I get told from a comedy club you're too dirty, or I get told from people I just do my comedy to that's too dirty. What are you doing? That's crazy. I don't give a fuck. Because that's what I know is because I know there's an audience out there for what I'm doing. And just because it's taking a little bit harder for me to grasp that audience, I'm not going to sell myself out and do something like that.
Yeah. I mean, all you have at the end of the day is your authenticity. Like, you have to be be true to yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. You don't want to just do what other people are doing because it's working for them. You're not the same person. You're composed of different things. You know? I used to think that way. I think we can both agree that every YouTuber kind of thinks that way at some point.
I was just going to put you as an example. You right now, current day, you could be doing the gaming stuff that whatever you like, but you simply don't want to fucking do it.
Right.
And you're not going to be forced from Dr. 69 in the comment section to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if I wanted to get views and get more money, I could just easily continue doing the zombie shit and I wouldn't be as happy and I'd be compromising
But what
my
makes
happiness.
But what makes you different? And maybe you don't even know.
Well, because I value who I am so much, and like I care about being authentic to myself and like not, selling out, for lack of a better word. Like I really just want to do what interests me, and I know that if I do a good enough job at it, if I work hard enough, then everything else will come after that. Sometimes it does take longer because you have to build up an authentic, real audience, not a trend
everybody
audience.
Wants.
Right.
And yeah, you're exactly 100% right. But isn't it scary though that like we are kind of that generation we talk about that like everybody wants things instantly. Everything wants success overnight.
Instant gratification.
Everybody wants instant gratification. When before social media, before anybody can put their Cash App link on their Twitter and just get fucking money for nothing, you had to fucking work years. The comics, I can only speak for myself and what I know. Comedians and comics and back in the day, YouTubers had to be doing their craft for years.
Right.
Years before they made $1. Years before they made any type of recognition, any type of rapport with their content. They could years. But now they see certain people like an Aiden Ross or like these people that instantly boom get this fucking sponsors and money and boom boom, and they think they could do it too. They got it too.
Yeah, they get this warped perception of how it works.
Everyone has a different fucking path. Everyone has a different fucking road they go down. And a big problem for me, Tim, is tunnel vision. That's a big problem for me because I like my tunnel vision is I gotta focus on what I'm doing, what I'm doing, what my journey is, what I gotta do. And then if I get like that little comment from my father of, oh, who's this fucking Dream guy that I'm seeing 1.4 for doing nothing but gaming, and I'm like, all right, Dad, what are you trying to say? Like, so it's like those little fucking things, man. People don't know how that constantly, everyone's lives gets implanted in you for you to make those moves. Like, fine, I'll do it. I'll sell out. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll go down that road. I'll start going in public and putting buckets over people's heads. Okay.
I think a lot of people struggle to be comfortable with themselves and find their own goals and their own aspirations and actually work hard at it. I think people will just hop on trends because it works and they'll get clout. And yeah, I think a lot of people in our generation are shallow and they don't actually have much creativity. And I'm not speaking about everybody, of course, but generally.
No, I am.
I think like what you were saying, it took you and I years to learn how to edit videos, how to make thumbnails, how to like produce the content. It took us years to learn how to make good
thumbnails.
Yeah, and it's some lucky motherfucker online now can just hop on a trend, mostly on TikTok, catch a few eyeballs, then get enough money to hire editors, and then everything's taken care of for them. A lot of people don't have to experience the actual struggle.
That's why, like, especially the life I fucking live. Like, how do you think picturing me having to wrap my mind with daily, with Turbo, the fucking life you chose? You already know that the lucky ones make it after 10 years. Like, it takes 10 years to find your fucking voice in comedy. Like, to find your voice and to find who you really are.
Because you're still growing, dude. Too. You're still growing.
Yeah, and I'm also 22 years old, and I also feel 50, you know, so that doesn't help. So in a way, the reason why I bring up this guy like Dream and stuff like that is these other people see this as, oh my God, so crazy, oh my God, whatever. But when people like you and me maybe see people like Dream, it's like what the fuck? And in a way, it's like, because we know what goes into it. We know everything that goes in. Does he change up his content every fucking? Like,
no, but that can be a trap eventually. Your audience can get bored of you if you keep doing the same shit. That's the other thing. So you can't get complacent. But
the way that content is, but the way Minecraft is, a lot of certain game is, what I find, what anime is, it's all for the growing audience. So there's gonna be kids that are growing up that constantly like it.
True.
So people are never gonna grow out of that shit.
That's true.
People never grow out of fucking anime. People never fucking grow out of fucking. I mean, Minecraft. There's fucking 40, 50-year-old people playing fucking Minecraft. What are you talking about? The people 50-year-old playing Call of Duty.
That game is kind of goated, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'd never play Minecraft.
It is scary how Minecraft. I remember me and my friend Vinny Boombots. Me and Vinny Boombots would always say, "I'm never gonna play that Minecraft game." A month later, Vinny's fucking hooked. Vinny's playing it all the time, and I'm looking at Vinny like, "Vinny, what are you doing?" Then I'm over there downloading Minecraft, playing fucking Minecraft. It's scary.
That game's genuinely. It is genuinely a great game, but a lot of the content is mindless. I agree. It's not very. It doesn't have a lot of substance to it.
Like the people who I'm especially not like, why would I be mad at, but like the people that I question, and it's mind boggling to me. It's like the people who, like the guy that just got banned yesterday, the guy, I don't even know what he really did, the guy Sneeko, the ice show speeds.
I don't know who, I don't know. I didn't know about that. I don't know what's going on with that.
Like the ice show speeds. The Sneakos, like the other variety streamers, like I don't know, like that one guy that got over 100,000 subs or whatever. Like, what do they do?
Record for 20 minutes and then send it off to their editor, and that's
in a way, should we be saying what do they do, or should we just hop on that train? What should we do, Tim? Should the Tighty Whities podcast, should we start?
We become Minecraft streamers.
Should we start having a box in the corner for Minecraft content, and then we have an episode of anime going on in the corner on the other side? Like, what should we do?
We could do a boxing match, the three of us. It could be like a free-for-all, like a 1v1v1, you know what I mean?
What if we have one box Tim, one box me, one box Rabbit, the other box is playing an anime episode, the other box is showing some Minecraft gameplay, and then in the background, like our background is transparent Fortnite gameplay, Fortnite falling out of the bus.
Yeah, we're all kinds of accepting here. We've got everything for you. We're accommodating here on the Tighty Whities podcast.
And then we have like the popular sub counts going on the top, like sub counts flowing.
Some pop smoke in the background, some music going.
Yeah, we'll be the #1 pop culture trending streaming. Yeah.
It would be very difficult to watch, but that sounds fun.
Every single 2 minutes, give away Amazon gift cards every 2 minutes.
And then don't actually give the gift cards away, though, because that's why would we do that? We're not.
Why would we?
We're gonna keep them and then buy Viagra.
We just get them from Rabbit. What was I gonna say? But you know, I only wrote down, honestly, Jeffrey Dahmer, Hurricane Ian, Kanye, White Lives Matter, and Dream.
Yeah, I had Dahmer and Hurricane. That's all I had coming into this episode too. So,
how's the kiddos, Tim? How's being a family man?
They're good. It's the same. It's like SSDD, same shit, different day, except the challenge just keeps evolving, you know.
I showed my sister yesterday. I got you kids hooked on Blippi. I was like, look, I got Tim's kids hooked on Blippi.
And let me tell you, he gets angry when I turn it off now.
I had Cash over the past yesterday, and then he came over Monday. He's a fucking stinker, dude. Every time I talk to you, I always act like a fucking father, like, oh, wait till I get to this age. Yeah. But no, like when I tell you, like, I can see it. Like first of all, he's talking in full on sentences. It's no more Google Gaga shit. He's talking on a lot of full sentences. He's letting you know when he's being bothered, like get away from me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He's letting you know when he wants to be alone. He lets you know when he has to take a piss. He goes, I gotta take a piss. I gotta take a piss. And you hear his feet waddling in the bathroom, and then you hear fucking then you see him coming into the bathroom, like picking up his fucking underwear, like I'm done, bitch. Like
Yeah.
What? He always says bitch. He always says fucker. I'm like, Cash, those are bad words. He goes, I know they're bad words. That's why I'm saying them. Like, oh, here we go. Here we go with the attitudes.
Yeah, he's just getting it out at home while he can. If he's going to school now, though, by the way.
He is.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Because someone's gonna bitch about it. I mean,
you know, I am waiting for the day for my sister to call my mom or something and say, yeah, so Cash got kicked out because he slapped the fucking teacher in the face with a ruler. So,
what was that? I remember from Kevin Hart's stand-up, the dude was explaining that story about his mom sent him to school with a sticky note that's something about like.
Oh no, yeah. When his mom said, "You go home and tell her to mind her damn business," but then he goes, "But I added a little bit more words. I said, mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. You two-faced fucking bitch. You know breast having bitch. You know nipple having bitch. Ah, he said she got no nipples." Listen to me.
That's classic.
That classic, he said she has no nipples, my whole entire junior high school life, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you'd be going down the hallways, you'd hear some kid, he said she got no nipple!
Yeah, that is iconic. Oh my God. Kevin Hart's underrated, by the way. But when it comes to children, dude, so I wanted to ask you this. Is Cash, so what, if any, qualities do you see in Cash that resemble your sister? Or maybe resemble the father?
Okay.
Or neither, you know?
The shape of his head is his father.
Okay.
When I look in the back of him, I just see his father. I literally the shape of his fucking head. It's weird though. I mean the attitude, my sister, 110%. The attitude is my sister. Vibe. That fucking snappiness. No, but my dad, his his grandfather, he babysits him a lot. So, my dad, I mean, you hear me and you hear my dad, I'm the same as my dad. You hear Cash, he is exactly like me and my dad when in terms of speaking. Like, get out of here. Like, oh, shut up. Like that type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that typical New Yorker fucking like, oh, get away. Like that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah, like, taxi. I need a fucking bagel.
What does Doran and Olin call Lisa? Mama, mommy. What are the mama?
Mama and dada. Very simple.
Same with Cash, but Cash says it's so cute. Like, I call my mom Ma, like mommy. I call my mom mommy or ma or mommy. That's it.
I call my mom Ma too. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, well, that's like I feel like that's a very easy. Like, hey, oh, ma, hey, ma.
Yeah, northeastern. Ma, it's fucking freezing. I'm fucking dying out here.
Ma, warm up the car, ma.
Yeah, exactly.
Ma, we wearing the Christmas sweaters?
Macky Mac and the Mac Bunch is here.
Ma, we making the tuna casserole, ma.
I left my khakis in the dryer, ma.
What is the most Boston thing like your mom like says or like your brothers say like you say that's Boston? Like that
no one in my family even has the accent. My friend does.
By the way, if anybody doesn't know this, Tim Hansen has a brother that could be a full-on fucking Viking. So if anybody needs a Viking for like a dress, like a cosplay, if you want to go to Comic-Con with another Viking, Tim Hansen's brother has the fucking beard, has the voice. His voice sounds like he swallowed 3 bass drums. Like, it is amazing.
Do you remember when, funny side story. Do you remember when he did his speech at the wedding, how at the very end he went skull, and that's like, you know, cheers? You know what that actually means?
Yeah, your brother said something of the words, like when he, in Tim's wedding, when he did like a speech and a toast, he said something like, hurrah, may all of us die in hell. Something like that. I don't know what he said.
Okay, paraphrasing. But, yeah, so at the end he said skull, and that skull simply means, that's basically how Vikings used to do a toast. They would... Who
got you guys into that shit?
My father is... my grandmother's Norwegian, 100% Norwegian.
So he was Norway. Was that like heavy reading? Or was it heavy like teaching?
Yeah.
Or was it like a hobby?
No, yeah, he's really into reading about Vikings and you know, watching those shows and documentaries and stuff because it's a part of our family background.
Does he watch the fucking Liver King? Does he watch the fucking guy that eats the fucking raw meats and shit?
I don't know. I
You know
fucking
that
just
guy?
saw that guy for the first. Yeah, I saw him like a week ago for the first time. I'm like, wow. I
Dude,
should live like this.
So he doesn't wipe his ass.
Okay, never mind. I take that back.
He doesn't wipe his ass. He doesn't shower. I don't think I think he showers like twice a month or something. He is very about nature, Tim. He's very about nature, how we're supposed to live.
Can't jump in the lake once a day and wash off.
I think that's just what he does. And how clean are you fucking getting by a lake, Tim? You wacko.
Cleaner than fucking your own sweat.
How is that your doctor recommendation? How is jump in the lake once in a while? Like, no. How about you jump in a fucking shower?
Go to the Dollar Tree, buy some fucking shampoo, and either take a shower or at least hop in the lake once a day. You smelly fuck.
So when he went to an interview for some podcasters, the podcasters were like, yeah, when he came here, the smell was unbearable. I was like, what? I was like, get the fuck out of here.
What do you think well, probably just sweat. I was going to say, what do you think he smells like? Probably just disgusting.
Dude, he has shit caked to his fucking asshole. What do you mean, what does he smell like? Shit.
Dried up, crusty shit and sweat.
He smells like shit.
Oh, and then probably like raw meat smell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just eats raw meat.
People also say in the comment section that they do their homework and they play video games to this podcast. How are you paying attention? You know.
Could you imagine if someone had us in the background while they're doing their homework? Distraction! Distraction!
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. Let me really tell you something. So even though and this is later on in the fucking podcast, so if sports fans don't give a fuck, leave.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you see.
Let's
fucking go Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets.
They got the 4 seed, right?
They won 101 games this year. 101 and 62 or 101 and 61?
Yeah. It's 162 games.
You're right. Math is good. 101 and 61. And the Braves went 101 and 61. Now, I have this kid that I did on Professional Child, my podcast. I went to Citi Field and did a on the spot podcast at Citi Field with a Yankee fan. And the Yankee fan who I went with was the kid Tyler. And the kid Tyler, is busting my balls. The kid Tyler doesn't understand that the whole month of September I've been pretty much sick with tonsillitis. I've had the cold for a week and a half of the month. And I have a rage in me this past month that I really could punch people. I could punch elderly people in the face. I would love to kick very small children over Trump's wall.
Just have it recorded for the podcast.
I would love to right now. I would have a camcorder going at all times. But what I'm saying is the Mets did it to themselves. The reason why I'm saying this is because the Mets are in the wild card. The Mets didn't make the first round of the playoffs. They made it to the fucking wild card because the Mets couldn't beat the Braves one fucking time.
So that was a tie-breaking situation? So how many times did they play each other?
So they played each other a lot. They played a lot in the beginning of the season.
Division, right? So yeah,
they played in the division. They played a lot in the beginning. However, the last 3 games they versed each other meant everything, because the Mets the whole season the Mets had at one point when the Braves were doing shitty around June All-Star break, the Mets had a over 10 game lead above them. The Braves went on to win 15 fucking games straight in June.
Wow.
From June 1st to June 15th, they fucking won. Okay? Or I believe from June 1st to June 10th. I'm not sure. It was 10 or more games in a row they won in June. So they evened it out. And the Mets were playing 500 baseball. Win, lose, win, lose. They were playing 500 baseball. Maybe a little bit more than 500. Anyway, the Mets had one of the best seasons they had ever in their career. But just because the fucking Braves are fucking crazy, we had the predicament we were in now. However, we could have still made the first round. But because the Mets couldn't grab their balls for the 3 games at Atlanta, they couldn't suck up whatever the fuck they were dealing with, and they could have hit the fucking ball, and the 2 aces we had in the mound, if they could have, thrown the fucking baseball when they were paying them $1 billion fucking dollars. Tonsils.
Yeah, so
I got a little upset. So we are in the wild card. We are in the playoffs, but we're constantly getting treated like We're the fucking negative 50 and 100 team.
Like you're the little brother to the Yankees?
We still had a great fucking year. The Yankees had 99 fucking wins. We had 101 fucking wins.
Oh, well, look at that.
So we had a better fucking year than the Yankees just because the Yankees didn't have a competitive fucking division.
Hey. I mean, the Red Sox are... I'm not even a baseball fan. I kind of
Yeah, the Red Sox were the reason why the Yankees had no fucking competition. You didn't even fucking give the Yankees competition, you motherfucker.
Hey, the Red Sox were good like 3 years ago, man. That's all that counts.
Fucking, we could have got JD Martinez from you motherfuckers, but they kept him for some reason. They kept JD Martinez.
I heard an Aaron Judge to Red Sox rumor at one point recently.
I hope so.
Because he's not getting paid or something like that.
I hope Judge goes to the Oakland Athletics. I hope Judge goes to the fucking. I hope Judge changes sports and goes to the New York Giants. I hope he goes to the fucking. I hope he starts competing
in women's swimming or something. Women's tennis.
I hope he performs in the U.S. Open for Serena Williams next year and goes fucking ham in tennis.
Dude, I'm so okay. The Mets got the 4 seed. They got to get past the Padres, and then they got the Dodgers after that.
That's the one I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Is the Dodgers.
Okay.
Even though we won, we won 7 out of 6 games or 7 out of 4 against the Dodgers in the regular season, we could have had a much easier fucking go. That's the way it is. We could have had a much easier go.
Yeah.
But the Mets made their bed. They have to sleep in it now. But I don't want to get the slander that we had a bad season.
Who's saying that? Are you out of your
fucking... The retarded kid Tyler I fucking talked to.
Oh, well, that's just...
Fucking
that's
retardo. Retardo.
Yeah, that sounds like a Yankees fan, all right. So you guys... Are the Padres any good? Are you worried about them?
So one of their guys that's very good just got suspended the whole year for using drugs.
Tatis Jr., is that him?
Tatis Jr. for using performance-enhancing drugs. So he's one guy we don't have to worry about. They just got Juan Soto from the Nationals, but he's like a strikeout king, and he really doesn't really do much. But he was doing crazy things on the Nationals in the World Series. But listen, the Mets have Max Scherzer on the mound tomorrow. They have Max Scherzer on the mound tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with Bassett, or if they lose tomorrow, they're going to go with DeGrom game 2. Either way, it just sucks that we're in this harder of a fucking line. But I got to say it, and Met fans are going to hate me for this. In the midst of the season, there's some games you watch as a Celtics fan. There's some games you watch, even if you're 20 games over 500. There's some games you watch that go, we're not gonna win the championship. Like we're not made for it.
You get like clues.
Yeah, you get clues. The bullpen, the inconsistency of our offense are the 2 fucking things that are not gonna make us win a World Series if those things happen in the playoffs. We need to be consistent with our offense. We need to hit the fucking ball. We need to keep the ball in the infield and the outfield in defense. We need to keep the ball in the fucking ballpark. And that's it.
See, like I said, I'm not huge into baseball, but I have heard that baseball is transitioning into this strikeout or home run sort of deal where like yeah, so you need hitters more than ever now.
And the Mets are now a powerful team. We only have Pete Alonso hit 40 home runs this year. We have 40 home runs, Pete Alonso. I think 25 homers or 24 homers, Francisco Lindor, but it doesn't matter. Like they just don't hit the fucking Powerball when they need to.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan. I'm also a Met fan. Yeah, you see me going crazy for the games itself because I have money on them, and 2, I want the fucking team to win. I'm not a fan that will fucking lose sleep over this because 1, I also know I have no control over the fucking people. 2, I also know that it's a fucking sport.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of things going on in my life that brings me stress. Why am I gonna get this?
I don't know, man. I get that. I agree with that. But the problem is, for me, if the Celtics or the Patriots lose, especially when the Patriots goes, there's only 16, 17 games.
Bro, you're fucking Patriots.
I feel chronically depressed at least for the rest of that day. Unless I didn't expect them to win, then I'm not. Like
no. Okay, if they lose, yeah. I'm like that. But I'm not like these fucking people on Twitter like they should have went with the second round. Like I'm not gonna be the wannabe manager. I'm not gonna be like the know-it-all fucking coach.
The backseat driver.
I'm not gonna be the wannabe coach on fucking Twitter. They really should have done this. Who the fuck do I know?
Yeah, if you're not a baseball GM or a coach, maybe you don't know.
I talk to the kid Tyler and I'm just trying to present like the actual facts and what actually happened, and he just responds with, you suck, Mets sucks, gotta sweep. I'm like,
that's just lazy analysis right there. Did he watch the fucking games?
You make me want to rage. You make me want to rage. His whole thing is, and I agree with it. I agree with it, that the Mets could have been in a whole different scenario if they would have at least won one game. They didn't win one fucking game, so they did it to themselves. But it was 3 games out of the whole fucking series that they had to perform in, and they didn't do it. And unfortunately, that's where you're gonna get, that's how you're gonna get, fucking, what is it called? That's how you're gonna get evaluated on. That's how you're gonna get commented on.
Yeah.
And that's it. But your Patriots have been fucking costing me fucking money, man.
They're going to win this week.
Every fucking week, I think the Patriots and Bill Belichick are going to do something. The fucking team loses, and I'm looking at my parlays like they're assholes.
I'll give you some advice. As a Patriots fan, I have insider info here, okay? Jared Goff is an indoors quarterback, plays well indoors, has for the past couple of weeks. It's going to be a cold outdoor game, and he's going against a pretty stout defense and the best defensive coach ever. So expect Jared Goff to throw at least 2 picks. I'm going to call it at least 2 picks. I think the Lions' offense is going to be really slow, and the Patriots too. Their offense fucking sucks.
The non-sport fans right now love this fucking topic, but what are you gonna fucking do here?
It's the end, anyways.
I'm going on my FanDuel right now. Thursday night football tonight. So let's see, Tim. What do you like, Tim?
What's the game?
How about this, Tim? On podcast right now, and this will be up next. I mean, they'll see this next week, so you'll know if I lose or won.
Right.
Colts at Broncos. Tim, I'm gonna put in a bet for you.
Okay. Are you asking who I just think is gonna win?
Who do you think's gonna win?
Broncos.
Okay,
Jonathan Taylor's out.
The Broncos are giving. The Broncos are giving points, so they're minus 180. Okay, so they're favored to win. The under and over is 42.5. That's pretty high.
Yeah. Well, the Colts are a mess for sure. Like, I wouldn't count on them. Their best player's out too, and Matt Ryan looks like he's fucking all of 38 years old.
But Russell Wilson though has been looking like a fucking toy out there.
Yeah, well, they're at home too, so I would give the edge to the Broncos. I think the Broncos are underwhelming though. Underwhelming. Like they're not. But now I would think under though for this game. All Thursday night football game and Monday night football games, they've been boring. They've been shit. Yeah. Well, I would bet the under then for sure. Because
anytime touchdown scorer. Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton.
Not Melvin
Michael
Gordon. He's
Pittman.
been playing like ass. Touchdown scoring, I would say Pittman is most likely.
Do you even know who that fucking is?
Yeah,
Michael Pittman Jr.?
He's their number 1 target.
Wide receiver?
Yeah. Well, Jonathan Taylor is, but out.
For who?
For the Colts. Pittman.
Michael Pittman for the Colts?
Yeah. He's their number 1 target. He'll get the most targets.
All right.
For the Broncos,
so it's plus 4. So for the Denver Broncos for the Denver Broncos under 42.5 and Michael Pittman Jr. any touchdown. If I put $5 down, I could win $73.
I would do that. That's
bad, right?
pretty. That's very reasonable.
Not fucking bad at all, right? I like to do this. I like to make my accounts even. Mm-hmm. So let me do and 16 cents. Let me add 16 cents.
What app are you on?
FanDuel.
Oh.
I shouldn't say actually, because if you ever want to sponsor, how about this? How about they should see this? We're not even sponsoring them. We get FanDuel. Hey, cut the fucking check.
Please, we're begging you.
All right, there we go. Place the bet. All right, Denver Broncos under and Michael Pittman. Tim, if you fucking hit, Tim, if this hits.
If he's healthy, he's gonna get a touchdown. Unless the Colts are just inept, which they're
don't
fully
fucking
capable
say
of doing.
That.
The Colts are ass,
fucking
dude.
Say
right
that.
now.
I gotta go on fucking ESPN now. See if he's injured.
Oh, he better not be. Otherwise, that's a
Michael
terrible
Pittman Jr. Here we go. He had 1 fucking touchdown this whole year. Tim, what the fuck are you doing to me?
Oh, because he was injured at first. He missed the first 2 games.
Good. Get it today. Get him today. Good. You know what I like to also do? I like to do the quarterback passing yards, under passing yards.
Oh yeah.
Because every single fucking you should bet Tim. Tim, I do. Tim, literally.
It's a slippery slope,
Tim. You know my financials. I do $25 a fucking week, and I'm still surviving. Come on. Come on.
I just think it's a slippery slope. I feel like I
No,
could
it's
get
not.
trapped in something like that.
Well, it is because I'm already in it, but I'm just saying, it's not like people think. Like when I'm screaming and stuff, yeah, I'm only putting down, like you saw, $5, $2, like $1 bets, but because the payouts for hundreds and thousands of dollars. So I'm doing the parlays and I'm doing the fucking like the action bets that, yeah, it makes the game interesting, but they're also pretty out there for me to hit because they're also only for $5 for a payout of 600. So it's not going to be easy bets, but when people see me and they're probably like, oh, Turbo, why are you betting so much? I'm not betting nothing at all, actually. I'm only losing like $7, but I could be winning $2,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right, the upside. Yeah.
I'm always getting angry at the upside. I'm never putting myself down because, oh yeah, I only bet $5. No, I want that $2,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah. You gotta go all or nothing, baby. And when it comes to, I don't bet, but I have a fantasy and a pick'em league. I do that. I feel like I'm sort of inching my way towards there, anyways. Naturally.
Yeah, but you said you don't do that for money though. So what the fuck's the point? To fucking stare at it?
Well, well, now that you're asking me.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
well, it's just because, I don't know, we have fun with it. Is that so fucking hard to accept, Turbo? God.
No, we have fun. Yeah, go to fucking school if you want to have fun. Go back to fucking school.
Oh, no, that is the antithesis of fun. But what was it about betting? Oh, you're like a trapped animal right now, and you're like, oh, come on, there's some fucking cheese. Come in here and join me.
Can I be honest with you? What I'm also trying to do a little bit. I'm also trying to taper off weed a little bit. I'm trying to take a little bit of a tolerance break.
Oh.
So I'm trying to put a little bit more of my time and effort.
Is this your new fix?
Researching game. I swear to God. I swear I'm trying because Tim with tonsillitis and I'm gonna have to get the surgery soon. I'm gonna have to stop smoking also, and we all, if we're stoners out there, you start to see and feel the fucking break coming, and you can feel I need to take a break. I'm not even getting high no more. You starting to get into those aspects.
Yeah.
So I swear to God, I was like, well, what am I gonna do? It's winter time. I used to love to go outside and just to run and stuff. I hate the cold, so fuck that. I'm not gonna work out. That's crazy. So what should I do to take the time I would be getting high and smoking? Let me research some sports gambling stuff, research some hot picks and cold picks, and look at the sports betting stuff and act like a degenerate. And the money I would be spending every week on an eighth or a cue of weed would last me 2 weeks in a sports betting app.
I could just picture you sitting there at the edge of your couch, like I don't know, George Kittle's about to score a touchdown. You got to bet on him. Like, if you don't fucking score, no, I'm not gonna get my fucking weed money this week. So you better fucking score, you son of a bitch.
No, I'm never playing for weed money. The weed's always in my possession. But the fucking but I swear to God, when you win like that, like for example, I had. The last one I won was the Kansas City Buccaneers game, right? It was Sunday night. I had Tom Brady in the over yards, over 263 passing yards. He had 290 something. I had Patrick Mahomes in the under yards. Dude, 7 yards. Yeah, I think it was like 10 yards away from going on the over. So I'm watching the fucking game, right? The Kansas City has the ball. I'm like, run the ball! Run it! Keep it on the floor! Keep it on the floor! Run the clock! Run the fucking clock!
Everyone in the room with you is like, are you a Chiefs fan or something, dude? What's wrong with you? You possessed? No, I'm just placing money on it, guys.
No, I just won $36. That's exactly what I won. I won $40. Oh, so that's what he said. So $40, that gets me an eighth. So I said, I swear to God, I'm like, wow, look at that. That won me a fucking free eighth. Look at that.
That must be that's the feel. That's the feeling that grabs you. And then it never lets go.
And that's the feeling you're not getting.
And I'm probably okay with that, I think, because I don't know if I want to be.
Well,
because dude, it's like you don't know if you're gonna get hooked on a drug before you do it. So why would you take the drug and try it?
That's why I'm not trying fucking LSD or fucking the yayo. I'm trying sports bets.
Yeah, I know. Not really a valid metaphor, but you get my point. You get my point. I don't know if I had
last week, I had the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And it was like the Monday night game. You ready? I had the Dallas Cowboys to win. They won. Saquon Barkley, any touchdown, you got a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, any touchdown, you got a touchdown. And then Daniel Jones, under 202. He was at, I guess, 198 or something. He threw a fucking bomb, intercepted. I said, fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, that seems like Daniel Jones fucking sucks, dude. Are you a Giants fan or a Jets fan?
Yeah, the Giants all over the place. I don't fucking know. The last time I really watched the Giants was when they won the 2011 Super Bowl shit.
When they mattered.
When they beat your fucking Patriots, you know?
I actually wasn't. I wasn't. I didn't watch football at the time. I was just a kid. I didn't fucking care.
Damn.
I remember. I went
to school the next day.
Okay, my family and we went to like a family friend's house. There was a bunch of people. There was a Super Bowl viewing party and everything. So all the kids were playing upstairs and the adults were downstairs in the living room watching. Just the game goes on. People are yelling throughout the whole game. At the very end, when the final result's like inevitable, like okay, we're fucked. We lost. All their reactions was just like. Just think of the most hardcore New England Patriots fans drinking their Sam Adams, all drunk and pissed off.
Yeah.
All their faces were just shut down. All the kids come downstairs. We're all trying to like talk to them, like it's time to go. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? We got to get going now. All the adults there are just like, just pissed, like genuinely pissed. And that memory, I'm like, that will never escape me. But I didn't watch football at that time.
I know why I got this from. I got it from my father. I mean, my father, my whole life, big degenerate fucking gambler. And when I said degenerate gambler, he never went broke from it. But when I mean, from as long as I can remember, he was always checking fucking scores, checking fucking points, checking you know what I'm saying? I got that gene. I got that itch.
I'm sorry to hear that. I guess I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, I'm just. Tim, I'm speaking out loud. Tim, I'm speaking out loud.
But yeah, I don't have that. So I thank God every morning when I wake up. I feel great not throwing my money away. I don't know about you, Turbs.
Instead of going and putting money on sports bets, I wake up and I pray to God. Oh, fuck you, Tim.
I just invest all my money into my family.
Very
like
nice.
A good boy.
What's the agenda for this week, Tim? What's on your fucking what's on your agenda?
Today's Thursday. Gonna be watching football all weekend, and then I'm just getting a bunch of miscellaneous shit done. Just moving into this new house, everything that's going on. There's just a lot of like dumb, boring things I have to do on a daily basis that fucking annoy me. A lot of it's paperwork and just doing online shit, paying bills and all that dumb shit. So nothing exciting. What about you?
Well, unlike you. I have no bills. I would let's say I've been spending my money, Tim, on cold and flu medicine, tonsillitis medicine, antibiotics, going to the doctors. So yeah, I can both say maybe that I mean, Tim, this whole fucking September has been a month for me full of rage, has been full of agony, has been full of tonsillitis, phlegm, and uncomfortability.
Just a dreadful month,
fucking dreadful. Right now, I'm dripping fucking sweat. The THC is leaving my body. And, yeah, great. I should be going to my friend's dispensary right now. I don't want to go to it. I'm tackling if I should or not right now. If I should start my tolerance break now. If I should be tapering off now. Who knows?
If you get that urge, if you feel like you should, you probably just should, right? Like, if you genuinely are like, if you're really considering it.
Anything in life, if anybody feels that way, that's what you should. If you feel like you should do a bank heist, if you feel like you should, hijack a fucking, jewelry store, you always should.
Do what your gut tells you.
If your gut tells you you need to score on that bank, you need to get the fucking money out of that cash register, you gotta do it.
If your gut's telling you to go to a gay club, a gay bar at night, and then bring someone back, drug them, and then beat them to death, and then skin them, you should probably just do that. Right?
We need to wrap it back.
I agree. I'm sorry. All right, fuck you guys. Thanks for watching. Love you.